Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, where at the moment we are in the Valley of the Dark Lords, Cordoban. I need to get right down to the bottom to get the correct save, though. There we go. We're on Korriban, the Sith homeworld. I don't know if it's really their homeworld, but it's sure as heck where they're training all the new Sith in their fancy dandy Sith Academy. And at the moment we're masquerading incredibly poorly as a prospective Sith student, and at the moment we want to try and get into the Tomb of Naga Sadow because that's where the star map is, apparently. In order to get in there, though, we need to sort of pass the trials and gain the favor of Master Uthar, who's the leader of the Sith Academy, and he'll take us in for some sort of final trial in the Tomb of Naga Sadow, at which point we can get our hands on that gosh darn star map. In the meantime, we have to sort of negotiate our way through a bunch of comically evil mustache-twirling lunatics that are hanging out around here. We're actually going to backtrack a little bit first, though, because there's a cave up on this path that I want to go into before we get into all of this other stuff. At the moment, we actually need to go into one of the tombs down here to go find a Sith artifact to help win us Sith brownie points. Hello, Chirac worms. Jodie, if you would do the honors, please. All right, let's just. Here we go, and insanity. It almost feels like cheating, you know.
Never too old for this.
Hey, leave HK alone. You horrible Gribblies. Oh, there's more. Grenade. Just for fun. Oh, wow. Nice job there, Polo. Missed like a champ. These guys are really loud, aren't they? Reverb in the cave isn't helping, yeah. Master Flurry! Alright, what have we here? Some old pottery. A Sith corpse. Thanks for the credits, I guess, buddy. Where's this water coming from? This isn't exactly a very watery planet, you know. Just aquifers, I suppose. It's a dire two-carter. Not just a two-carter, but a dire two-carter. Fucking weird-ass goats.
Not this again!
Goat doggies. Oh. Okay, disengage and fight this guy. Bit of insanity. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot these guys are quite force resistant, aren't they? That certainly spices things up a bit. Master Valor. Nice. Alright then. This cave is bigger than I remember it being, frankly. I think this just leads back to the exit though, doesn't it? Although there is stuff to see here. Like this chewed corpse. Bothan droid disruptor, huh? And a plasma grenade. It sort of saddens me a little bit to know that there's basically no blaster we're ever going to find that's better than the one that HK currently has. Like the only blasters probably worth having are going to be the ones that we buy from Suvam at Yavin. But never mind. Actuality, I'm pretty sure we see long-range hollow comms all the time in Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, execute Order 66. Does that ring a bell?
We're ready.
Die, you horrible squeaky creatures.
We're watching. Scum.
But Order 66 is in the future. They haven't got that tech yet. Oh, so now the Star Wars universe has tech progression, does it? When it's convenient. I see. Quite impressive, this cave, isn't it? Oh my fucking god, it's a Terran Tartek. Hello. I thought you were just another Gribbly like all the others, but no! You are a Gribbly of much greater magnitude than I'm used to. Oh, fuck me. Here it comes. Alright. Heal. Master Valor. Jolie. I'm not sure if this is really going to work, matey, but would you like to have a go at stasising this thing?
Ready.
Alright, brilliant. Just fucking how about you? There we go. No biggie. Another one of these goddamn things. Alright, hello. Oh, but wait, there's more. Right, is there anything much else over here? Maybe we should go back to Dantooine and tell that dude I've killed like 3 of these Terran Tartek things now. I'm not sure what you're on about. What was the big deal? What do we got here? This cave exit leads to the inhospitable surface of the planet. There's nothing for you to see there. So why put it there at all? No, I don't know. Cut content. Oh, okay. Keldroma robes. And Duron's journal. And some Masashi ceremonial armor. Defense bonus. Whoa, 5. That's actually pretty darn good, you know. I like the look of my old ones, but fuck me, it's hard to say no to that increase. Also, I'm pretty sure I meant to give Jolie the Jedi Master robe. There we go.
Ready? Yes.
+2 wisdom and light side only as well. Really? I didn't even know. I didn't even think to look at that. Yeah. +2 wisdom restricted to light side. Well, shit. Cool. What's my wisdom like now? 21! Fantastic. Charisma's still fucking 10, but yeah. It's making me a slightly less terrible consular. Mind you, most of my actual force powers that I've given to old Warm Polo actually don't really, you know, require me to do many like wisdom tests or whatever. Like, it's the offensive force powers are the ones where you need to have the high wisdom and charisma modifiers, right? The buffing stuff doesn't require that at all. Did I already check this? I don't remember. There's nothing here anyway. Cool cave though, isn't it? Yeah, imagine if I'd actually put points into wisdom in character creation, right? Yeah. Let's just use master speed, shall we? It's a whole third of the cave I've not been in. Really? Really? Oh, do you mean this bit down here? This extra little, I was going to say corridor, doesn't make much sense, passageway. A frag mine, huh?
Acknowledgement.
If you do the honors, HK.
What?
Yeah, honestly, like backseating is fine. I think when it comes to backseating, for me, it's really the tone in which people do it, you know. And also there's a time and place as well. Like, I feel like YouTube comments are like the worst possible place for backseating because the moment has passed. Like, I'm not going to be able to act on your advice at this point. In a Twitch stream where you can just quickly say, "Oh, Dave, there was a thing there," and I can react to it quickly within like a minute or two of me having, you know, missed it. That makes more sense. So I'm more lenient towards it on Twitch. It pisses me off on YouTube though because people just say the most unhelpful shit, and they will say it in the rudest way as well, as they can. It's amazing. I tend to find that the best sort of backseating-y comments on YouTube tend to be the ones where people say, "Hey Dave, here's an idea for something you could do," as opposed to, "You should do this, you should do that, you missed a chest," etc. Response package. Okay.
Hold it right there, whoever you are. We're not going back to the academy. We'll kill you rather than go back.
I'm not here to bring you back.
So what is it then? If you're not here to kill us or bring us back, why are you here? Speak up.
You're the renegade students, the ones that ran away.
So you have heard about us? Yes, we ran away before Master Uthar could execute us. Is that so hard to believe? My name is Thalia May. The others here and myself refused to murder a bunch of people on a whim from Master Uthar. So here we are. We thought that becoming a Sith was what we always wanted, but that wasn't true. Now all we want is to get out of here. Fair enough?
Luke Lefty, thank you very much for the 48 months of subbage. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Dave, here's an idea for something you could do. You missed a chest back there, idiot. Anyway, right, yes. How do I want to get out of here? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you wanted to bring order to the galaxy. Not wanton slaughter, as it turns out. Maybe I can help you.
Help us? Why should I believe that this isn't some kind of trick?
Give me a chance and I'll prove it to you.
You want to help us? All right, I can think of a way. We're stuck in these caves, obviously, or we would have been long gone. There's a passage to the surface through the caves, but we're blocked by some kind of large creature. We can't defeat it. If you could kill it and clear up the passageway for us, we could escape. That would be help enough. Can you do that?
The passage is already clear, as a matter of fact. Already killed it.
It's clear? We can go. Thank you. I wasn't expecting help from anyone in the Academy. I guess we aren't the only ones who don't agree with everything. Maybe the Jedi will accept us. I've seen how evil the dark side is. Maybe I could try. At any rate, thank you again. You've saved our lives.
Sith would be / are so much more interesting when they aren't cartoonishly evil. I mean, to an extent, maybe they should be cartoonishly evil. It is Star Wars at the end of the day, you know. But I kind of get where you're coming from. Like, I feel like this game does it a little bit, but maybe not quite enough. But they, you know, going into the idea of like why someone might be suckered into joining the Sith to begin with, based on good intentions, because pretty much everybody in life lives their life according to what they believe are good intentions, right?
Ready.
Until eventually you've gone far enough down the rabbit hole that it's like, you know, okay, now I do pretty much realize the Sith are evil as fuck, but I'm too far in now to back out.
Yes?
It's perhaps more nuanced than can be adequately fitted into a couple of hours of gameplay on one planet of many in an RPG.
Yes.
Unfortunately, though.
Yes?
And we're back here. Okay, jolly good. The sequel does explore it a bit more. Oh yeah, don't you worry. We'll get to the sequel. But yes, Knights of the Old Republic 2 does make a noticeable, concerted effort to dive into that a little bit with a bit more depth, for sure. Just have to suffer through Peragus and Telos first. Honestly, between you and me, I quite like Peragus. I don't like Telos, though. Except for the end bit. Alright. Can the speed effect run out now, please? I don't much care for having it on anymore. Polo, switch off your force speed. You loony. You need to recast it. Oh, can you really just switch it off by recasting it? You're kidding, right? I've been bamboozled. I was lied to. Unintentionally, you activated the infinite speed glitch. I did. I thought it was just taking a while to wear off. Wish this was like the Elder Scrolls and I could hit the back button and just wait for an hour to make it wear off. It's an option to toggle off the blur, isn't it? Okay, hold on a second. Isn't it? Frame buffer effects. But that turns off other stuff too. Flares, noise. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Okay, we good? Okay, that interacted a little weirdly with the now it's run out. With the widescreen borderless window thingy.
Sorry, I can't talk. We have to excavate this valley with hand instruments. There's all kinds of old traps left behind that still work.
I mean to just randomly run around on top of it all, then.
We've had indications that there's a whole ancient Sith colony under this valley. Isn't that an incredible find?
Time team with one Polo.
Watch out for the Tukata. They will charge you on sight. Run back to the excavation area, and we can protect you.
You should be careful if you're planning on entering this tomb. It's dangerous.
I can handle myself.
If you say so. Just thought I would warn you is all.
The Tomb of Marka Ragnos. Some big fucking names in this valley, isn't there, if I recall? Well, since I don't have to deal with the blurry effect anymore, let's master speed our way around this place. Tomb of Ajunta Paul.
Oh, hello to you. You're new to the Academy, aren't you? I can't say we've ever met.
Oh my god, it's a Sith that sounds like Neelix, and I just can't even... So weird. Who are you?
Galen Lore, at your service. Aren't these tombs fascinating? We had no idea the Sith were here so long ago.
It is, in fact, Neelix's act. Yeah, I know, it is. But it's just too funny, man. Why not? Aren't there records?
Not from this far back. Or at least what records do exist are sketchy at best. These ruins date back to a period when the Sith were first formed, before their exile into the far reaches of space. It's quite fascinating.
What are you doing here?
I've been working on a translation of some of the runes by this tomb. I'm quite excited. This may very well be the tomb of Ajunta Paul.
Of course it's the Tomb of Ajunta Paul, mate. The pop-up when you hover over it says so. Who is Ajunta Paul?
Ajunta Paul was one of the first of the great Sith Lords. He rebelled against his Jedi Masters and led the way for the rest of us that followed. These runes claim that he was interred here, and I wonder if his sword might not be here as well.
His sword?
According to legend, Ajunta Paul created a sword of terrible power. Someone who located it could gain considerable prestige.
Why don't you go in then?
No, these tombs are certainly not harmless. Don't think that. The sword may be tempting, but I'm not about to risk my life to find it.
What makes the tomb so dangerous?
From what I've been told, the tombs have old traps and machines that are still active. They were designed to keep out intruders when they were made, and still do. I suppose if the Academy wanted to make a concerted effort, the tomb would be opened. But I think Master Uthar prefers to keep it as a challenge for the students.
What do you know about the sword's powers?
Nothing at all. The legends don't say anything about it. It may have had powers only for Ajunta alone.
Alright, I'm off soon. See ya. Toodaloo.
Of course. Don't let me keep you from your business.
Okay. the other two tombs over here. We've got the tomb of Tulak Horde. Toon. Nak Horde. And the tomb of Nagasadao, which we can't get into. Right, although I will loot this metal box. Yes. That's the tomb that bricked your save. But it sounds like it's manual save o'clock then. Twitch 15. Alright, I guess I don't know if there's a best way to work our way around these, but we'll start here, I think. With Marker Ragnos. Wardroid Mark III. Howdy.
Intruders detected. Excessive audio input must be kept from the master. Initiate attack sequence.
Toxin. Get it.
Look at us just smash through these guys. This is actually jolly satisfying. Oh, Jody, you might want to heal yourself, buddy. There you go.
What? Let's see what you got.
Jody, heal thyself, physician.
Sure. Not this again!
Well, that was an enjoyable little power trip, wasn't it? You're right there, HK. See, now that we don't have to deal with the speed blare, I'm going to be using Master Speed all the time. It's going to make the fight so much easier.
Too much audio input. Audio systems overloading. Must destroy source of disturbance. Must kill sentience.
Oh no, it's a little weird insect-like crabby droids.
Droid efficiency at its best. Droid efficiency at its best. Not this again! Powering weapons. Combat mode active. Droid efficiency at its best. I still got it.
Allow me to finish that for you. There we go. Marvelous! Bit of wanton droid slaughter. Anything to loot in here? Okay, no, just the central tomb thingy. Some fucker in the chat was about to type in, Dave, the central tomb. I was checking the alcoves first. Okay, here we go. Sith sarcophagus.
No problem. Got it.
Oh, it actually opened. I expected to fail that. Mark Ragnos' gauntlets and a sigil crystal. Now I'm curious. restricted to dark side, so I guess forget it, but bonus feat weapon focus lightsaber. Bonus feat weapon specialization lightsaber. Cool. So the cheat gloves that Marco Ragnar's used to be able to do his one-handed spinny double-bladed lightsaber shenanigans. He had fancy gloves that let him do it, as it turns out. In case you've never put points into lightsaber for whatever reason. It'd be funny if it gave you weapon proficiency lightsaber, because then I could give him to Canderous. Just have him start using lightsabers. Data recorder, cryo grenades, some bits and bobs and things and whatnots. Well, that was easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
I heard an explosion in there. Did you destroy the assassin droid?
Don't you go try to claim responsibility? Yeah, I did.
Oh well, I guess it's good that the deed is done. Hope you stomped it good for my friends. At any rate, if you haven't already, you might want to go and see Master Uthar about that reward. Prestige is gold, you know.
Okay. Right, let's go check out Neelix's little project over here. Of how immediately missable that corpse is. Luckily, I mean, you find it on the way out, right? Because that's, I mean, I missed it, but it's easy to see on your way out. So on your way out, it's too late. Oh, does it tell you about? Oh, never mind then. I thought you meant you needed the data pad for as some sort of quest completion item or what have you.
Master?
Disable. Are you wearing Jedi robes and running around pretending to be a Sith student with another Jedi wearing Jedi robes? As a matter of fact, yes. It gets even better though. I mean, in my case, it's like they are aware of the fact that I'm like I'm posing as a former Jedi, you know, like a rogue Jedi who's decided to come and join the Sith. So, in my case, at least, it makes sense. However, Jolie is pretending to be my slave. In all of the dialogue, when it comes up, he pretends to be my slave, and that's why he's allowed into the academy. And even though he's dressed as a Jedi and has a lightsaber, it's whatever, man. It's just don't think about it too hard.
No problem. Got it.
This is a game where you can become a Jedi at the academy in Dantooine and immediately go to the cave and get a red crystal for your lightsaber, and nobody will comment on the fact that your lightsaber is red 15 minutes after getting it. It's just Knights of the Old Republic. It is what it is. Let's get some Master Valor as well, shall we? We can lay into these two, Carter.
Let's see what you got.
Combat mode active!
Now take that!
So in fact, a side effect of force sensitivity is color blindness. Okay. We got some level ups. Lovely. Right.
Yes?
Okie dokie. Feats. Jolie doesn't get feats very often. Flurry. Sure. Powers. Alright, okay. What do we want to give him? Force breach? Force whirlwind? Destroy droid? That could be relevant in moments. Stasis field? I kinda like that. Stasis field. I mean, oof. Or destroy droid. I'm gonna go stasis field. I know destroy droid would probably be more immediately useful, but besides, I'm not sure if we actually end up fighting these things. It's weird.
Yes?
Acknowledgement.
HK. Repair and demolitions. Feats. Improved rapid shot? Sure. There we go.
Yes?
Yes?
Alright, let's have a look at this. Rune-covered obelisk. Okay, it doesn't seem to do anything right now. A severed arm. With a data pad. I'm gonna have to go fishing around in my inventory now for that to try and read it. Where is it? New items. No, this one. This datapad seems to have once belonged to an enterprising young Sith student who had ventured into the tomb in search of a Juntapol sword. One of his entries is a particular note. There has got to be a way to get past this obelisk blocking the bridge. This seems to be made of some kind of unstable material. I'm willing to bet some kind of energy discharge will set it off. Blaster fire isn't doing the trick, however. I'll have to try some kind of explosive. I just hope that the guard droid over there is as defunct as it looks. Okay. Ferengan obelisk. An ion grenade, maybe? I don't remember this at all. It's been ages since I did this. I didn't seem to do anything. Oh no, I couldn't possibly get around this, could I? That would just be impossible. Plasma, maybe? Because they've mentioned energy. Give it a try. There we go. We done woke up the droids. Oh boy. Run! Cheese it! Go for the lever. Pull the lever, Kronk, yeah. There we go.
No problem. Got it.
Alright, we'll go deeper in. And, yeah, mine sighted.
Ready.
Ready! Disable that, please.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure I didn't know about that lever when I played this the first time around. I have vague memories of trying to shoot all the droids to death, throwing lots of ion grenades at them and stuff. And then I went over to the lever afterwards and it didn't really seem to do anything, and I was like, what the fuck's going on with that then? What's the point of this lever? Sith statue. Fibrous sword, silver line sword, not steel sword. Hello. Spirit of Ajunta Paul.
Too long in the cold and the dark. I am disturbed again. A human.
Now this you don't see every day. This is an old spirit full of the Force. I sense great sadness and regret. Walk carefully.
A Jedi here? Why have you come to this dark place, Jedi? Why disturb my sleepless rest?
Spirit my ass. It's a regular old Dark Jedi with an energy field on him, game. You ain't fooling me. Get that the game had a budget, they really couldn't give a Ajunta Paul a unique model. Yeah, I know, it's a bit lame, isn't it? Never mind. I don't know, like, surely they could have given him like translucent textures at least or something, you know? So he's a bit see-through, so he actually looks like a proper Force ghost. But never mind. Are you Ajunta Paul?
I had a name once. Ajunta Paul. Yes, that was my name. I was one of many. We were servants of the dark side. Sith Lords, we called ourselves. So proud. In the end, we were not so proud. We hid from those we had betrayed. We fell, and I knew it would be so.
You were a Sith Lord from the ancient times?
Ancient? Has it been so long that you use the word ancient? I have been here so long, so lost. I cannot remember. We were the first to rebel, to betray, to surrender ourselves to the dark side. So strong, we thought. So wrong.
What do you mean by those we had betrayed?
Our Jedi Masters. Those who had taught us to use the Force. Who warned us against the dark side. Yet we embraced it in secret. Reveled in its power. We were discovered? Or did we act? I can no longer remember. But here is where we came to hide, to grow. And here we fell.
What can you tell me about this place?
Our temple, our tomb, built far from our enemies. We revered power and threw off the teachings of our old masters. We were not the first to fall to the dark side, but we had more power than those before us. It came from elsewhere.
What do you mean, came from where?
Our oldest secret. Only we would know, we lords. Only we would know where our power came from.
No, yeah, sure, let's try and force persuade a ghost. Tell me the secret.
I cannot, human. It is a secret of so long ago, I no longer remember. You, who bristle with the Force, you must find this place. Or have you? Or did you? Or will you? So many images. I see your heart, human Jedi. I see your power, your pride. You You will find the old place, the dark place, and you will regret it.
Why, what is that, this place?
So much power, it is blinding. I remember so little.
What do you mean by those we had betrayed?
Our Jedi Masters. Those who we were...
How did you fall? What happened?
We hid from the Jedi, but it was not they who destroyed us. Is it not obvious what we did? We destroyed each other. We desired the secrets of each other to increase our power. We battled until finally our fortress rained down on top of us.
The Sith consumed themselves, did they? I suppose that eventually they'd be all they'd have left to fight.
And so, here, our old secret is buried, and none of us hold it anymore. Is that not right? Our power fled. Oh, what became of us? Do the Sith still thrive? Did they ever return?
The Sith fled, yes, and they returned.
So much time has passed, and yet we have learned nothing.
Why do you remain here?
Remain? Do I remain? I have regretted for so long all that I have done. My sword, I filled it with my pride, and it is buried with me now, a corpse as I am a corpse. I am dead as my faith is dead, and I shall remain here, surrounded by blackness in death as in life.
I need the sword you speak of.
Of course you do. You seek my power. Will it destroy you as it did me? I wish my sword to be taken away from here. I do not wish it to rot away as I have. I command this of you.
What do you want me to do with it?
If you are wise, you will not keep it. In the end, it is what destroyed me. There are 3 blades within my sarcophagus. Only one is truly my sword, but it has been so long, I do not remember which. Find the sword that is mine and place it on the statue. If it is truly mine, then it is yours.
And if the sword isn't yours?
Then you must die. This is how it must be.
You must choose wisely. How I know which sword it is?
I do remember one thing of my sword. Listen to me carefully. I am that which grips the heart in fright, hearkens night and silences the light. It was written of my sword long ago. Go then, find my sword and place it on the statue.
Let's have a look at these then, shall we? Silver-lined sword. This blade is long and straight and sparkles with a silver glow that becomes brighter as the hilt is touched. It is quite warm, and it almost appears that the blade becomes white-hot once it is equipped. Such a fiery weapon would be devastating against an unarmed opponent. A small insignia of a flame is impressed upon the hilt. Like most vibra blades, this one is... Yeah, okay, yeah, this weapon lets off a dim humming sound. Once activated, its length shimmers with a deep blue-coloured force field, and its hilt is the black of charcoal. A single insignia upon the hilt shows that of a red, baleful eye. And the last one is this notched steel sword, right? The blade of this sword is an ebony black and notched along its length, to give it a cruel and jagged appearance. There is a strange visual effect upon the sword which makes it seem as if shadows pulse and ebb Along its surface, it is very cool to the touch, and upon a close inspection, a small insignia of a dark circle can be spotted on its hilt. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure which one it actually is either, to be honest. Oh, god damn it. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I needed a tissue because I've got the sniffles. Apologies. Not very professional, I know. That which grips the heart in fright, hearkens night and silences the light. Grips the heart in fright, hearkens night, and silences the light. If I had to take a guess, I would say the not steel sword. Sword sets itself in the stone as if it belongs there.
Yes, that is the one. That is the blade that destroyed me. Take it. Take it and the other blades even. Take them and go. My darkness awaits me.
There's no need to remain here, is there?
No need? What choice have I?
You could return to the light side and end your torment.
Return? But I betrayed my old masters. They would never let me return to the light side. It is too late. Too late.
I don't believe the light side would turn you away. You have suffered long enough.
If I could return... Oh, my master, it has been so long, and I regret so much.
Bye, dude. Fading away. Okay, I don't need to get it back, apparently. I suppose I already have it. There you go. Just casually redeeming an ancient Sith Lord. Sometimes that's all the Sith need. A little pat on the shoulder and saying, it's okay, buddy. It's not so bad. You'll be alright. Oh, I totally missed this. I guess I've got it now. Hello, Chardin.
So, the spineless worm actually made it through the tomb. I'm impressed.
Chardin, what do you want?
Isn't it obvious? I've been hoping that someone would do the dirty work in retrieving the sword of Ajunta Paul for some time. It's been quite a wait.
Typical. Always ready to jump at what they perceive to be the easier path.
Warning. Touch the Master's blade and lose an arm, big bag.
Now that you have it, I just thought I'd relieve you of it. It must be quite a burden after all.
Oh, please. Please try, dude. I've been waiting to fucking decapitate you with my lightsaber for a while now. No, I think I'll manage with it just fine. Kind of you to offer, though.
Oh, but I insist. I'm not about to let a chance to impress Master Uthar pass me by. Especially not for a pathetic excuse for a Sith like yourself. Hand over the sword, worm. You know I'm the superior here.
You'll take it over my dead body.
I've been looking forward to this.
Oh, he said the line, guys. He said the line. That film wasn't even out by this point, was it, I suppose? Okay, he seems to have bugged out and is going to make this very easy for us. That's okay.
Never too old for this!
Oh, grimly satisfying, I must admit. Hello, Uni. How you doing? You can also give him the wrong sword and Uthar kills him. Yeah, I figured that was an option, but I really wanted to kill him. I really did. Like, I wasn't going to turn down that opportunity. I mean, ugh. Not very light side of me, I know, but... Ugh, man. He needed to die. Alright. Let's see what's behind door number 3, shall we? Also, did I actually check this box? No, I didn't. The Tomb of Tulak Horde. This is for certain the most fun of the planets. Yeah, I have to admit, actually, out of Tatooine and Kashyyyk, I'm enjoying this one more than those two. To an extent, anyway. There's a lot of dumb stuff in this planet as well that I kind of don't like so much. I think it's just so silly that we're allowed to have a blatant Jedi character wandering around here with us. There's lots of... I mean, and some of the Sith are just too dumb to be allowed to live, frankly, but I do like the, purely from like an environment and a dungeon exploration standpoint. Gosh, I'm really enjoying Korriban. No, I'm not going to try that. I'm going to get HK to do that, I think.
Sure.
FYI, there's a Ducata Queen in here that is also needed in Lashow's quest right outside the tomb. I don't remember if killing it here leads to a sequence to break that. Oh, she's outside, isn't she? We totally missed that. Also, hello! Hello, my little Sith Lord. Darth Colin is here, everybody. Hello. Hello, beast. Hello, little beast. How you doing? How you doing, monkey? How's things? Want to sit on my lap? My fluffy apprentice. Sorry, cat intermission, everybody. It's happening. Oh, Colin. Oh, little man. How you doing? How you doing? We've snoozed on the chair over there now for a good couple of hours. Managed to just summon up enough energy to come and snooze over here now in addition as well. Right, where were we? Back outside. Might be best to reload the quick save and leave a hard save in case this tomb breaks a party member. Okay. Gosh, this game is janky, isn't it? There she is. I forgot about you, Lasho.
There you are, finally. If you were any later in showing up, we would have had to abandon this. I've been calling to the Takata mother in their language. She should respond fairly... Ah, here she comes now. Get ready. This will not be easy. She's a tough beast.
Oh, Colin, don't get tangled up in the cables, buddy. Silly cat. Right. Master Valor.
Wonderful. The beast is dead. We work better together than I would have hoped. And here is the holocron. Such a small thing to be so valuable and require so much effort to obtain. I'll just run along now and give this to Master Uthar. I'll be sure to tell him of your contribution, naturally.
I suppose that's all right. And how can I be sure of that? Can we let it go? I mean, we're collecting all sorts of friggin' artifacts at this point. I feel like it hardly matters if we let it go by now. You know, I've got the sword of Agent Paul. I've got fucking whatever it was we got from. Oh yeah, the gauntlets of Marka Ragnos. You don't need this one, but do you really want to be made fun of? Yes, but we can kill her. I don't know if unlike the other guy, she doesn't annoy me as much. I suppose that's all right.
Good. You have my appreciation for all your help. Good luck in your efforts.
Yeah, go on. Shove off. Now I'm going to go into the tomb and find something actually worth bringing back, instead of your poxy holocron. Colin, buddy, stop. Stop, there we go.
Yes?
Ready.
I do remember this particular tomb. This one's kind of a fun one.
Sure.
Hello, Tukata things.
Powering weapon. Here.
You leave my droid alone, please. Oh my god, we gave Jolie flurry and now he's just spamming it and everything.
Droid efficiency at its best.
Oh, it's these things.
Droid efficiency at its best. Reculus set to maximum.
Oh, mass stasis. Very nice. Well done, Jolie.
I still got it.
Oh my god.
Never too.
Misclick, just threw a grenade in everybody's faces. Oopsie daisy.
Yes?
Ready.
Go ahead and disable that for me, old boy.
What?
And you need?
Master.
Yes?
Anything in here? There's a corpse. With some stuff. Alright, see you, JB. Is it going to set the mine off? It didn't. That seems cheeky.
Reculus set to maximum.
Oh, I got to level up this time. Skills! Persuade. Also, treat injury. Well... yeah, treat injury. Feats. Master empathy. Advanced Jedi defense, maybe. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll go for. I don't know. I don't see anything else here that's particularly amazing. Weapon focus lightsaber. I suppose I could take for an extra +1 on my attack rolls. Now I'll take advanced Jedi defense. Now then, what do we want force power wise? Don't mind force immunity. Start working on force aura and all the shieldy effects. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. We've got Jolie for offensive, like force powers, honestly, and then force shield as well. There we go. We can seriously buff now, like big time.
Ready.
Nope. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Actually, the default click is fine for these.
Sure.
Speaking of buffing, by the time I'm doing dumb buffing, we'll have killed them all, won't we? Ancient console and a corpse. Mandalorian battle armor. Would you look at that? Right, about this computer. You recommend being max HP here? Oh, yes, I know what you mean. I know why. I know why. I remember this bit. Okay. System online, system status pending, continue. Door closed, open the door. Whenever you're ready thing? Okay, there we go. Noxious fumes surround you. Oh no! I like that HK is just standing there with some smoke coming off him.
Another idiotic student has stumbled into my little web, eh? Well, the contact nerve toxin in the air should knock you out quickly enough. Welcome. Awake already, are you? Good. This is the tomb of Sith Lord Tulak Horde, if you don't know. I've taken up residence here for now. It's dusty and full of critters, but it's home.
Who are you?
Oh, yes. Introductions, of course. I suppose it is time, isn't it? This other student here that I captured earlier, you should know well enough. His name is Mikol. Say hello, Mikol. Poor lad. He's had a hard day. My name is Jorak Ern. I was once the head of the academy, so I'm sure you've heard of me.
The old hermit in hiding.
What? Old hermit? Can't that blasted Uthar teach a single thing right these days? Slander! That's what it is. Anyhow, I'd like to propose that we move on to the main event. You see, I'd like to discover if you've got the pluck of an old-fashioned Sith. Most of the Drek Uthar has been passing through these days is so pathetic. Take young Mikol here. I already tested him. Didn't I, Mikol? Yes, you're welcome. You see, Mikol here has the cruel disposition of a Sith, but not the gumption that I'm looking for.
And if I pass your test?
Why, then you go free. Tell you what, I'll even pass on to you my own personal thesis on ancient Sith philosophies. They're based on all I've learned studying Tulak's tomb. They'll make you a better Sith, I'm sure. The chances of you passing, however, are sadly remote.
Okay, I'm sure we can talk about this.
I'm sure we could. We could chat all day about it. But where would that get us? I'm quite determined, and you are quite helpless. Perhaps you have some questions. I'm not above delaying the test a bit. The results are always the same.
Go ahead, do your worst.
Now, is that any kind of attitude to take with higher education? I'm doing you a favor, really. So then, this is how it goes. I'm going to pose a moral question to you. Get it right, and I torture Mikol. Get it wrong, and I torture you. Mikol here is a bit weak. He probably won't be able to take much more punishment. Mind you, get too many wrong, and you'll die yourself. I don't know what you think of Mikol. Maybe you don't like him. Maybe you think he deserves to be murdered. Well, here's your chance, fair enough?
What if Mikol dies?
Then you win. If you die, then he wins. I thought this was self-evident. Did you not grasp the concept earlier? Well then, any last comments before we begin, Mikol?
We can both survive. Attacking together.
Now, dear lad, do you really think your friend here will answer questions wrong just to spare little you, risking their own life? And how many correctly answered questions before you die? No, don't be silly. You had your chance, remember? On that note, let's begin. Now then, your immediate superior amongst the Sith is an effective commander and a fine leader. He trusts you and you like him. You see an opportunity to kill him. What do you do?
I use the opportunity to kill him and take his position.
Correct! He was a fool to let down his guard. You will not make the same mistake, and the Sith as a whole benefit. You see, Mikol, it's not so difficult. Time for your punishment. And so we come to round 2. You come across a group of humans who are threatened by dangerous animals. They plead for help, offering you a reward. What do you do?
I throw my sweet roll in his face, yeah. I know, it is totally just, it's very, very similar to the beginning of Morrowind, isn't it? I refuse to answer this. Accept the reward and assist them.
So you've made a profit, and now you have some sniveling, useless fools trading after you. No. Bad idea. At any rate, here is your punishment. Let's see. Yes. You discover an aspect of the Force that gives you great power. Do you share it and strengthen the Sith as a whole, or keep it to yourself?
How many more times can we punish Mikol before he dies? I can't remember. Keep it to myself.
Correct! Let them rip the secret from your cold, dead hands if they are strong enough. Oh, certainly you might share it with a few selected minions, but that, of course, is a completely different story. Well, it's sad to say, but it's that time again, Mikol. Still going? All right, then. One of your underlings has made a major mistake which makes you look bad. He's normally very competent and skilled. Do you kill him or give him another chance?
Give him another chance.
Another chance to make you look poor to your superiors? To make it look like you are weak and deserving of attack? No, 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 no. Think again. Not that good help is easy to find. Oh well, here's your reward. Last question. You're about to die. Do you pass on your knowledge to your apprentice to make him stronger? Or do you use your last breath to strike at your enemies?
I won't give you the satisfaction of an answer.
Such insolent students I get these days. You deserve this. And then some. I'll enjoy this one. Time for your medicine. Now, this is odd. The test is over and you're both still alive. Well, that's never happened before. What to do? What to do? I suppose this means you can go, Miko. I'll have to just figure out what to do with our friend here. Run along now.
Or I could use the Force to free them. And we could kill you. Seems you didn't think of that, old man.
What? Mutiny! Behave, students! That's it! Detention for all of you! Permanent detention!
Very good. Speed?
I still got...
Oh, Jolie is just taking no fucking prisoners, apparently. Oops. Probably should have cast force resistance or something, but never mind.
I guess he wasn't a true Sith after all. I can't believe that I'm alive. You saved me. You could have easily just answered those questions and let me die.
I just saved you for last. Nobody deserves to die like that.
Yes. Well, I see what you mean. I've never been on that side of the fence before. It makes you think. I'd be dead if you weren't... if you were proper Sith. But you're not, are you? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone.
This could be your chance to change your ways, Mikkel.
You mean the light side? I've never thought about that. Can you even go back? I've done some... I've hurt a lot of people.
There's always remorse and atonement. That's the harder path, though, boy. Think you can do that?
I don't think the light side is for me. But maybe neither are the Sith. Maybe it's time for me to leave. Thanks, I suppose. And good luck.
Toodles. Oh, now we can move again. Alright, what you got for me, you crazy old man? An Opala crystal, 450 credits, an ancient Sith tablet, advanced med pack, and adrenal alacrity. Is that it? Don't even get to loot his lightsaber, as if.
No problem. Got it.
Ooh, a Theocran crystal. Ain't seen one of them before.
No problem. Got it.
If this was the Elder Scrolls, he would run off and instantly be killed by his pathfinding running into a trap. Oh, another Bondar crystal. Nice. I like Bondar crystals.
No
they have the stun effect.
Got it.
Now then, what's in the big sarcophagus?
No problem. Got it.
Oh, fuck me. I didn't... I misclicked and now I have no idea what I picked up. A John Paul's blade? Is that it? No, that's not it. Ancient Sith tablet. Covered with ancient runes of an unknown language, so on and so forth. the goddamn did I just pick up? Is it in feedback? Tulak Horde's mask. Okay, there we go. Restricted to dark side skill, stealth +2, resist fire. Well, that's just crap. That's just rubbish. That's rubbish. Dark side items in KOTOR 1 really are a joke. Yeah, it's insane, isn't it? Like, the equivalent item that I'm wearing here that's light side is +5 friggin' wisdom. The dark side version gives you some fire resistance and a +2 to fucking stealth. And my fancy robes too. Yeah, exactly. I got these light side robes that give me extra wisdom and all. It's just... Well, I look forward to the future dark side run. That's going to apparently be a little bit more challenging. Is HK following you? Uh-oh, no he's not. Yes he is. He just got a little bit confused. Okay, phew. Come on, you guys. HK. All right. Get both in the chat to be sure.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
That'll be all.
As you desire, Master. Signing off.
Got something on your mind, do you?
You know anything about this place?
Korriban's a rock. Mind the Sith. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going.
You mentioned something about your wife before.
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't mean to pry, but,
Yes, you do. You may mean well enough, but my private affairs are just that. Private. Let me tell you something. Once you've lived as many years as I have, you'll have yourself a long, long list of memories. If you're lucky, most of them will be good. If you're not, some will be bad. If you're really unlucky, some will be so bad you never want to be reminded of them again, ever. You'll go far away, to a place that doesn't hold any memories at all. And there you'll be happy just to forget and be forgotten.
Is that why you went to Kashyyyk?
Partly, maybe. I doubt I could ever explain it to you fully, even if I wanted to. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in love? Truly in love, I mean, and not simple infatuation.
Well?
Exactly. You're still at the beginning of your life. There will be women in your life, perhaps many women. But if you're fortunate, you'll find love once. The Jedi, with their damnable sense of overcaution, would tell you love is something to avoid. Thankfully, anyone who's even partially alive knows that's not true.
Also, it's love advice from an old Jedi.
And why not? All this nonsense about avoiding love is so much foo-foo. I shouldn't be the only one who realizes that. Love doesn't lead to the dark side. Passion can lead to rage and fear, and can be controlled. But passion is not the same thing as love. Controlling your passions while being in love, that's what they should teach you to beware. But love itself will save you, not condemn you. Listen to me go on as if I had all the answers. What do I know of love anymore? I'm just a lonely old man who's not even a Jedi.
You talk too much, old man. No. No, I want to hear what you have to say.
You do you? I wouldn't listen too closely. I'm no authority on anything. I just think that the greatest things in life shouldn't be avoided because they come with a few complications. Love causes pain, certainly, Inevitably, love is going to lead to as much sorrow and regret as it does joy. I suppose there are perfect, eternal loves out there, but I haven't seen any. And how do you deal with the bad part of love is what determines your character. What determines the dark side's hold over you.
Maybe the Jedi just think you shouldn't take that risk.
Bah, a life without risk is boring. Is that how you want to live? You want love, you've got to fight for it. I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you and the one you love simply aren't meant to be together. The trick is to know when that is. To know when it's time to fight and when it's time to part ways. There I go, waxing philosophical again. Somebody blast me already. Let's get going before I start talking in riddles, damn it.
I do enjoy talking to Jolie. He's saying Canderous just isn't that into you. Anyway. Anyway, I like his general conclusion though, because the idea that love will save you and not condemn you is pretty much the core message of the original 3 movies. So that tracks for me. Anyway, we're pretty much done here, right? We've looted every tomb we're allowed into right now. General conclusion, you are a bold one. So dumb, but it makes me laugh. If you want, Euthura has one last conversation. Yes. Thanks for the. I knew about that, but thanks for the reminder. I might have forgotten because I'm an absent-minded idiot, as you are well aware. And we can turn in all our crap to Uthar. This way. Do you? It's 4 speed, mate. I'm using 4 speed to move this fast. That's, yeah. Where is she? Oh, there she is.
So you managed to kill Shardon, did you? Good news travels quickly. Well done. He wouldn't have made a good Sith anyway. One less opponent is an excellent result, regardless of how it occurs, correct? Now then, something you needed.
How did you become a Sith?
I would prefer not to discuss that.
I'd really like to hear the tale.
Why? There is no point. Have I asked you about your past?
Is there any harm in telling me?
There is always harm in becoming too vulnerable. I will not be as weak as you desire. Is there something else you needed?
Oh, I'm tempted to reload now and try the other option.
I hope to see...
When was my last save? Oh, just a few moments ago, I think. Doodly-doo. There we go.
So you man...
Yep. Killed him. He's dead, etc., etc., blah, blah, blah. How did you become a Sith? I'd really like to hear the tale.
Why? There is no point.
I just thought we could become friends, or maybe something more.
I see. You certainly have odd notions for one hoping to become a Sith. I'll play along, for now. Let's see. After escaping from Slaheron, I was found by the Jedi. They took me in and trained me, even though I was a bit older than most Padawan.
You were a Jedi?
Not really, no. I never progressed beyond Padawan. I had discipline, but no peace. And after my treatment at the hands of the Hutts, there was little room in me for the ways of the Jedi.
You sound very much like someone I used to know.
Yes, well, I imagine I am not unique. Things very easily could have been very different for me. I wanted to use the Force to free the other slaves I knew, to fight for what I knew was right. The Jedi restrained me until I couldn't stand it anymore. They claim the dark side is evil, but that isn't so. Sometimes anger and hatred are so deserved and right. Sometimes things change because of it.
But has anything changed?
No, not yet. But my anger has not diminished, nor my desire to see change. The more time I spend with the Sith, the more I am certain that one day I will be able to fight as I must. I know this may sound strange, but only my compassion stands in my way now. Once that is gone, let the slavers beware.
But if you lose your compassion, will you still care about those slaves?
Yes, of course. I mean losing my compassion, as in holding back. But enough of that. I have talked about myself too much. Surely you are tired of it.
The dark side isn't evil, it's just dark because the lights aren't on.
Come back soon, my friend.
Anything else
I
to
understand
say?
you have impressed Master Uth. Were I you, I would...
No, okay.
Come back.
Right. Uthar! I got some stuff to hand in.
Greetings, young one. I have found you to be most impressive. You are off to an excellent beginning.
This is the guy. I was trying to remember where I'd heard him last time, and I was struggling to put my finger on it. And he's the guy who voices flipping. He does the intros in the Clone Wars, doesn't he? And he also voices Admiral what's his face? Admiral Mustache. And I couldn't remember where I'd heard it before. It sounded extremely familiar, especially in a Star Wars context, and now I figured it out. Anyway. Admiral Yularen, yeah, thanks. Cheers. Yeah, that's the guy. I've dealt with those renegade students.
Ah, the ones I ordered executed for their mutiny. It's done then?
It's done. They're all dead.
Indeed. We checked the caves and found only a couple of bodies. Perhaps the Chirac ate them. It is just as good, I suppose. The lesson is learned, I believe. Go now. You have done well.
I have the sword of Ajunta Paul.
Ah, finally, the genuine sword. I knew that this relic would be unearthed in time. I can feel the power flowing through it. Well done. You have impressed me greatly. Go now. You have done well.
Yeah. Also, I dealt with the rogue droid in the tombs.
Yes, so I hear. I've had reports from some students that ventured into the tomb after you left and found the parts. Well done. I am impressed. You have rid us of a potential nuisance. You have impressed me enough, by my estimation, to become a Sith in full. Congratulations, young one. You have bested the others quite completely. You have but one final test which you must take, and this requires us to travel to the tomb of Nagasato in the Valley of the Dark Lords. I would advise you to be rested and equipped before we leave. Return to your quarters now and seek me out in the morning. When you return, make sure that you have all you will need, for you will face your test alone. Go, and may the Force serve you well.
Okay, then. Bit of force heal. Bit of speed. What up, Euthura?
What are you doing here? Go back to Uthar and tell him you are ready to take...
Alright. Sup, Uthar?
So then, I take it you are ready to travel to the tomb of Nagasado. Your final test should not be delayed.
What is this final test?
I will tell you the details when we are there, young one. You will, however, fight for your life. That is why I suggest you be in sufficient health.
What is this tomb of Nagasado?
It is a tomb that belonged to an ancient Sith Lord. The greatest of Korriban's Sith Lords, in fact. It is there that your test is performed.
I'm ready to go.
Then we go now.
Whee! Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle. A day passes in preparation. Uthar then takes you and Euthura to the Sith tomb. Your companions are not permitted to join you. So I'm just checking the time. We've got 15 minutes. He's changed outfit.
Very well. We are now ready for your final test, young Sith. You have earned the right to see if you shall become one of us.
Indeed you have.
I dislike your tone, Euthura. What are you up to now?
Nothing, of course, my master. I was merely agreeing with you. Should we not get on with the test?
Yes. Yes, of course. We are in the sacred tomb of Nagasado, young one. The one discovered by Darth Malak and Darth Revan years ago. You are to follow in their footsteps and reach the ancient star map that lies deep within. There you will find a lightsaber, amongst other things. The lightsaber is for you, your initiation present. Return to us once you have it. For you, the test does not end there.
Be very cautious here. This tomb is like the others in this valley, and many of its old defenses remain active.
Do you understand what I have told you? Are you ready to begin?
Can you tell me anything about what I will face?
No, that is part of the test. Overcome the obstacles that lie ahead on your own.
Find the star map, return with a lightsaber, I understand.
Good. Euthura and I will await your return.
Okay.
Go and retrieve the lightsaber. There is nothing we can do for you until then.
Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got like 10 minutes left anyway, so I think I'm going to leave it here. On a sort of kind of almost cliffhanger. When we return next time, ladies and gentlemen, we shall conclude with the tomb. That will be on Wednesday. So, it's a pretty short dungeon. I don't care. We'll leave it till next time. Yeah, we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that on Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday will be more Stalker. At least that's the plan right now. Followed by more of this again on Saturday. So usual sort of time, 5 o'clock-ish UK time, whatever that is in your time zone. Whatever. There's a widget below the stream. If you click About on my Twitch page, you will see it. It'll give you a countdown to when the next stream starts. I know a lot of people are unaware that there's a schedule or they don't know when the stream starts. It is there. It's there. It's a little thing. It has a countdown. It's set for your whatever your local time zone is. It's wonderful. It's just, yeah, you got to click at the About page to go find it. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed, folks. If you've been watching this on YouTube later, thanks for tuning in. I'll read your comments. I expect at least one you missed a chest comment. Come on, guys, you got to live up to your reputation. Right, folks, have a good one. I'm actually tell you what. Is there anybody we can raid before we go? Is there? No. Actually? Huh. Clearly not a very busy Saturday evening, as it turns out. I guess all the streamers I usually raid have got better things to be doing. Alright, anyway. Cheers, my dears. Catch you next time. Toodaloo.